What are you up to, Matthew?
Burning your butt.
I can smell it. Why are you doing that, Ronald?
Because I hooked you.
So today we are basically cleaning Nova up. Well, I'm cleaning Nova inside because if we should do this, I've had to get everything out for Matthew. Yeah, because he said to me, "Go, can you?" He's polishing. That's that noise downstairs. He's polishing the top sides because we've got a few black marks and he wants it to look all sparkly for crossing the Atlantic. So yeah, he made me come upstairs, search his cupboard, which I'll show you what that looks like. This is Matthew's cupboard, or one of them. There's another 3 or 4 like that, and he said his goggles are in one of them. So I came up, I searched through every cupboard, couldn't find it, so I then took apart the cupboards. Got his bloody bolly goggles wherever the things are, took them to him and he said, "Oh, I don't need them anymore." I could kill him. So now I'm putting the cupboards back away. Then I'm going to tidy the entire side of Nova. We've got the hiking bag over there. It's full of dirty pants and stuff that we have to walk all the way to the other side of the marina to do some laundry. And yeah, it's a busy day today, so that's our plans currently. And yeah, Matthew's downstairs polishing the top side, so I'll see if I can get a sneaky photo of him. Matthew.
Yes.
What you doing?
They're polishing. Come have a look, you can see where I've been. Nice and shiny now.
Well, I can tell you inside isn't after I took your cupboards apart to find the glasses that you're not wearing.
Oh well.
So you might have seen the other day we needed to change our anode because it had rotted, well, it's gone. So this is actually how it's supposed to look. I'm going to go change it, so I'll show you what ours looks like after 7 months of being in the water. It's pretty much gone, so be interesting to put the new one on, see how big of the difference is, but we'll show you in a second. So all the bolts I've taken out, but as you can see it's still stuck in there, so Greasy over here is going to do it. Let's have a look at the compare the two. Peeping Tom at the window.
Say again?
I said you're a peeping Tom.
What's happening in there?
Everything's nice and clean. What are you doing?
Now you. What's happening?
Clean, because you're not in here.
Hmm?
It's clean because you're not in here.
That kind of makes sense.
Yep. So stay out there, cretin.
I am cleaning.
You're blue.
Polishing, yes. It's all this polish. Because this blue, when they were jet washing, they got anti-foul all up here, so it's all a bit blue.
How's it going?
Good. I'm halfway down this side and then I'll be done.
Cool. Well, you can stay out there.
Fine. Go away. To go back in the water, so we're just waiting for a few boats to be dropped in and then we're also going in. I made an awesome purchase today, I'm very happy with it, which is my new fender covers, which you can probably see them out the window. They're out there. Nice and blue to match Nova's hull. So we're gonna go in, go to a pontoon because we have Elizabeth and Hamid joining us tomorrow. Matthew's making a lot of bloody noise because he's priming the engine. It's over here. And then we're gonna chill out here for a while before heading back to Gran Canaria, and I think we're gonna go up to oh, I've forgotten what it's called. It's above here. It's a nice island. I've been talking about it for a while. But yeah, that's our plans. Well, Matthew's gonna laugh at my crazy hair, but we're back in the water. Nova's floating, she's happy again. We've just been to the Chandler, well, we just paid for all the work, so we were expecting, what did we expect?
About 1.5.
About €1,500 to be, we lifted out, put back in. The bottom was jet washed off. We got how many gallons?
10 litres.
10 litres of paint, so we were expecting quite a bit, but it came to €1,100, so it's a really, really good boatyard, and they're really helpful. So they supplied us with all the painting stuff, and yeah, so we've been to the chandlery. Matthew's decided he wants to catch more fish, so he's tried to buy a little calamari.
I haven't tried to buy.
He had two choices of colour. There was a nice blue one, my favourite colour, or there was another colour, which Matthew's gone for.
Red.
That's not red, it's pink.
Red. Look, red. That's red.
Show everyone the tail of it.
Red.
That's pink.
With a tint of pink.
It's pink and sparkly.
Look, it's good.
Matthew's gone for a pink and sparkly
It was saying
calamari.
the red one, and the red ones
Matthew,
weren't
it's
better.
fine. Men can like pink too, over blue. You don't have to defend
I got
it.
it because I need something to catch fish.
He's defending himself, he just likes pink. So now we're just going to tidy
gonna beat
Nova up, wash the decks, get some laundry done, and then we're going to prepare for sailing tomorrow. We made another purchase in the chandlery. I don't know what Matthew's doing. What are you doing?
Trying to close the sea cock.
Oh.
I think it's seized.
Well, we'll cut to when he's finally sorted out the seacock. Well, seacock closed. After Matthew's tugging and that, he's sniffing the almond toilet cleaner.
It is almond. I'm about to say it smells like marzipan.
Yeah, it's supposed to be bitter almond.
Marzipan.
Don't say, oh wow, it does. I hope the toilet smells like that. Matthew, there was supposed to be a tiny cup full. That's not a tiny cup full. Look at the cup next to you.
That's not a tiny cup. That's about as much as I poured in.
Times 3. Matthew, it's not like whiskey in a Christmas cake. You can't just add more. Does
Smells
smell-
like a can.
It's supposed to break down toilet paper and poop, so it needs to go in the holding tank.
Fair enough. Next place to put almond. Holding tank.
Number 2. Yes, it stinks, Matthew. That's because you keep using it. That needs flushing into the holding tank.
Smells like pissy almonds now.
Matthew! You can't say that.
Can.
So this morning we're supposed to be going for a sail with Elizabeth and Hamid, but the pontoon that we're on, it's a bit tricky with Nova. I mean, she doesn't like the wind anyway, unless she's sailing in it. So we have a lot of windage, and she's just a pain in the bum to get off without hitting anything. And Matthew's polished all her topsides and he's a bit like not wanting to bump anything, and we don't want to bump anything anyway. Oh, hang on, here's Matthew.
It wouldn't be so bad if we were on starboard side 2, but we're port side 2 and the wind's coming from the port, so it's pushing us off, which would be alright to leave. It's just when we come back later, it's going to be a lot of work to get back onto this pontoon with this wind, and it's not really worth it when we're already here. So if the wind drops or if it shifts, then yeah, I mean if it shifts to coming from the starboard, then we're fine, because it's pushing me onto the pontoon, and getting back on will be fine. But at the moment it's just a lot of effort for a quick day sail. So, but we'll see when they get here what it's like. But I know that might send them up the mast and show them some bits, because they've got their own boat, but they're quite new, so they want to just kind of get used to it, and we'll see what we do.
Unfortunately, the wind has actually increased and it's pushing and rocking us around a bit too much for us to get back onto the pontoon nicely. So Elizabeth and Hamid have called over, dropped us off. Look at this. So in this bucket, well, this bucket is for my washing, so you basically wash your clothes like you're making wine, stomp on it, and they gave us some blow up stuff. Matthew's laughing behind the camera as always. But yeah, we unfortunately couldn't take them for a sail, and they go home tomorrow, so there's no chance we can take them again. Fingers crossed we meet them further on our adventure, but I don't know what Matthew's faffing at. Here he is. And they gave us a giant inflatable ball too. So today we're just, I'm designing
I'm definitely launching at your head. Hadouken!
This is what we have to deal with on a regular basis. It's crazy. He should have been a berserker Viking. But yeah, today I'm designing a Living with a Tide calendar for the new year, and Matthew is being Matthew, so doing nothing.
What does that mean? What's that meant to mean?
Means he does nothing apart from pick his nose and eat his crows. But yeah, it's going to be a work day today before we set off again on a new adventure. What's going on? Oh, hang on. What's going on, Mr. Ronald?
I'm cooking breakfast.
What are you cooking?
Breakfast.
What type of breakfast?
Nearly a full English.
So what we got? Mushrooms.
Yep.
We got some German over here.
Yep, we got some German thrown in because I haven't got English pork sausage.
A Bockwurst.
So we got a bratwurst.
And then we got them potato things that we tried a while ago and Matthew didn't like, but he's trying to fry it.
I'm going to cut it up and fry it and see if I can make it a bit like hash brown.
We have bread for fried bread. Matthew's got one of his yogurts for his breakfast, and is that it? I thought you had bacon.
Got bacon, yeah, but it's stringy bacon, not English bacon.
Oh, okay.
But we'll make that work. And then of course baked beans, which are expensive to buy here, but luckily we came prepared with many.
Many a beans.
So I've got to dig them out.
Yep, Matthew's a messy cook and a smoky cook. Look at this. In the sink we've got whatever that is. And here he is making breakfast. He's made us a massive a feast. We got sausage, we got bacon, we got mushrooms, we got hash brown, we got beans and eggy bread and apple juice. And a smoky chef. So the last few days since we got back in the war, we haven't really done much. We've just been getting on track with some videos, our website and things like that. And what we hope to do was leave here on Friday, Matthew?
Yes.
On Friday. But there's a low pressure system sitting over Madeira.
Yeah. And
hang on, I'll do this. This is Matthew.
There's a low pressure system up north at the Madeira. It's pushing some bad weather down this way. I mean, it's not like bad weather in England where you get loads of rain and stuff. It's just very high wind, and they're forecasting for 7 and 8 later this week. Probably
it's gonna be not very nice. So we're deciding to stay here for another week, or at least until the weather passes. So instead of just sitting on the boat, we're gonna do some Googling, find out some nice places to go visit. Elizabeth and Hamid actually drove us past a crater. I think that's what it is, a crater. So that'd be really cool to go and walk up, but we're definitely not going to sit here and just chill out. We're going to go and check out the surroundings. But if I do this, I'll pop my head out. It's super warm still, it's just very windy. Look how blue it is. Oh, you'll have to give it time for it. There we go. Nice and blue, but there's definitely some windiness. You definitely wouldn't want to hang your knickers out in this. Probably end up in Cape Verde, so that's our plans at the minute. What's up, Doobie-Doo?
We're going shopping. A long walk to the shops. And Paige is moaning because the water tastes funny.
It tastes chlorine-y.
Yeah, it's probably just treated their water then. We're
And
on an
rubber
island.
pipes.
So we'll have to see. I mean, we can flush it through, but it's a waste. I mean, the tank's nearly full, so it's a lot of water to empty out.
As you can tell, Matthew's just got up and that's why he looks all sleepy and mopey. But look, we have a blue sky. Well,
Yep.
it's above Matthew.
But it's still quite windy, but we're going to go on a nice walk and do some shopping.
Because we've been eating pizza for the last few days.
And chickens.
walked into town and we're actually doing something that we said we probably wouldn't do again, which is going on a tour, a
This time
touristy tour.
we're doing a bus tour, so it's not so expensive.
So we're on the grand tour for the whole island, so we'll get to see a little bit. And we're doing?
Well, they stop at the national park, so you can ride a camel, so I'll probably do that.
Matthew's camel's going to have lots of fun with him on it.
What are you trying to say?
Not that you're heavy, just that you're a pain in the butt and he's going to sense it.
Where are you going?
We're going to the dentist, so he's not very happy. Dentist this way.
Dentist this way?
Matthew didn't go to the dentist. He got a pizza instead.
The dentist is closed because it's a holiday. Right, we got back from town. I can't remember what it's called. Playa Blanca. That's what the
Pizza box is saying.
Pizza box says. We had pizza. We've booked ourselves onto a tour bus. I don't know if Paige has said this yet.
Yeah, I said tour bus.
So we're on the tour bus on Tuesday. So back, we're going to stay here past Tuesday. We're still waiting on a parcel to arrive. Hopefully that'll be here soon. And the wind's meant to pick up higher on
Tuesday.
over the weekend to Tuesday. About 30 knots. So we're coming easterly, so it's just not very good to anchoring around here. So we thought we'd stay. This marina's not too expensive, so enjoy our time while we can, and then we'll be heading somewhere, maybe up north to the island if the wind changes right, or down south
to Gran Canaria.
So
Do my Spanish accent, it sounds like I'm doing stuff right. Look at this pizza. Well, this is our pizza, La Rustica. It's really cheap, and see that, well, you can tell I haven't eaten as much as Matthew. Matthew has his normal Hawaiian, but this one here is a carbonara, and it's even got cream on it, and surprisingly it tastes nice.
Surprisingly.
Let's zoom into Matthew's big head.
Don't do that.
Made of pizza. What are you up to, Matthew?
Burning your butt.
I can smell it. Why are you doing that, Ronald?
Because I hooked you onto the...
Because he decided to hook me against the, there's a little chain that's... Oh, Matthew! Oh, Matthew, you just set fire to my... Oh!
Stop it.
You set fire to my butt and it's burning. There's a little chain that goes across the pontoon. I don't trust him. What are you doing back there? So instead of a rip now, I've got big black patches of her.
Well, I'm going to rub it so it should come off.
He's a bloody nightmare. He's hooked. This is the second time he's hooked me against the gate. And it's gone through my trousers now.
Hardly tell.
I bet I've got big black patches of
But it was hilarious because she went, whoop!
This is what I have to live with. He hooks, he's like a child.
I've got fire in here.
Join us next time as we service our engine, Matthew immobilises himself, and we visit the Green Lagoon.